God damn it, man. I'm sorry, Savannah.
What do you think is the regret of person you see in the video? In Jacksonville, Florida, the summer of 2017 brought a tragic tale of love, betrayal, and murder. At the heart of this story were two young individuals, 21-year-old Savannah Gold and 28-year-old Lee Rodarte. Savannah Gold was a vibrant young woman working at the Bonefish Grill restaurant. Known for her bubbly personality and bright smile, she had many friends and a loving family. But beneath her cheerful exterior, Savannah harbored a tumultuous relationship with her co-worker, Lee Rodarte. Lee, a manager at the restaurant, was older, charismatic, and carried an air of mystery about him. On August 2nd, 2017, Savannah was scheduled for a shift at the restaurant. She never made it inside. Instead, her car was found in the parking lot with her purse, keys, and phone still inside. It was a scene that raised immediate concern, and Savannah's family knew something was terribly wrong. As the hours passed, Savannah's parents received a series of disturbing text messages from her phone, claiming she had run off with a new man. But the tone and content of the messages were unlike her. Her family knew these were not Savannah's words.
She and I are extremely close. That's why this is so hard. She was a hard worker. She works 2 jobs. She's always trying to help other people, you know. She's always trying to save somebody, save some poor soul, and giving all of her money to people that ask her for money. She gives it to them willingly.
And it's been days and there's still no sign of missing woman Savannah Gold. The 21-year-old disappeared this week, leaving behind her car with her purse inside. And tonight, detectives are trying to ping her cell phone to try and determine her location. First Coast News reporter Lee Rodarte is live outside Savannah's job at Bonefish Grill in Mandarin, where her car was found. Honey.
That's right, Anthony, but her friends are not giving up hope. In fact, they placed these posters on doors here in this shopping center in Mandarin. It's got her picture and her information. Again, they're just hoping they could find her. We know that she was last seen driving into this parking lot Wednesday, but never showed up to work at Bonefish Grill, and that is when her family filed a missing persons report. Now, new tonight, detectives and police teams are actively searching for Gold and have been attempting to ping her phone, which has been off since she went missing. Now, her car, which was left actually parked here with a flat tire and a 1-inch puncture, has since been towed away out of the shopping center. This is a very mysterious case. It has been getting a lot of attention on social media as well. You know, what makes it so bizarre is that her family says they received a text message that stated Gold met a guy and she was running away with him. But both the family and friends we spoke with say this isn't like her, and they will continue to help search for her.
Gold's disappearance sparked a widespread search effort, both physically and through media outreach, as family, friends, and authorities worked to locate her. The search for Savannah's body began after she was reported missing on August 2nd, 2017. Her car was found abandoned with a flat tire near a fast food restaurant where she worked. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office quickly took action, investigating her disappearance and gathering evidence. And then,
some breaking news right now. Savannah police investigating a body found on Savannah's south side. Now, we've got basic details right now. We're told the body was found near the intersection of Bradley Boulevard and Castillo Drive. The video of the scene, will have that soon for you. An SPD spokesperson says News 3, it's just too early to tell if foul play may be involved. That investigation is ongoing. We've got a crew at the scene. We'll continue to follow this story and let you know exactly what we learn.
The police quickly got involved. Surveillance footage from the restaurant revealed a critical moment. Savannah was seen getting into Lee Rodarte's car. It was the last time she was seen alive. Under pressure, Lee Rodarte confessed to the police. He claimed they had an argument in his car, which escalated into a physical altercation. Lee stated that he accidentally killed Savannah in a fit of rage. But the chilling details didn't end there. He admitted to disposing of her body in a nearby lake.
I ran into him as he was at Bonefish, and he looked me right in the face, and he definitely did not give me the impression, and he hoped that my daughter would be safe. And he did not give me the impression. When I walked away from him, I was like, that guy's not got nothing to do with this.
It's a thought that haunts Daniel Gold. He says when his daughter Savannah went missing from her job at Bonefish Grill Wednesday night, he was sure this man had nothing to do with it.
Just because he was just so in your looking at you and smiling, and you know, it was. Now that I know who it is, it's
Makes you
my
sick.
soul would never allow me to do that. You know, my conscience would never allow that.
According to police, surveillance video led them to 28-year-old Lee Rodarte. Police say on Wednesday, when Savannah showed up for work at this Bonefish Grill where Rodarte was a kitchen manager, video shows her getting into Rodarte's car. Police say there was some type of struggle and Rodarte got out and slashed Savannah's tires. Police say he later got back into his car and left, and they never saw Savannah get out.
I want him brought out. Where is he?
Today, Rodarte appeared before a judge on a murder charge after police say he confessed to them that he killed 21-year-old Savannah Gold, a tough girl, as her parents would say, who loved lacrosse and had a bright future.
I mean, we always said, I love you.
Always.
Up until when she left to go to work, he didn't allow me to be there at the end for her. And that's hard, knowing that she was alone.
People who live on the street where police found Savannah Gold's body woke up shocked to what happened. Channel 4's Allison Henning spoke with one man who says he's sick of the crime and is moving out of the area.
Travis Wilson lives at the end of Club Duclay Drive. He says he pulled up to a crime scene last night after celebrating his daughter's birthday. This morning, he found out what happened.
That's so sad, 21-year-old girl like that. I mean, it's just, there's no call for that.
Wilson tells News 4 Jax crime is a growing problem on this dead-end street, especially near this cul-de-sac. He says he moved here 5 years ago and it's gotten progressively worse, one incident after the other.
We've seen drug deals go down in the corner, and we've called the police about it. About 4 weeks ago, we had somebody come through here in a car and driving back there in the woods and shot shots in the pond. That's about the third time in 2 years that's happened.
And with a 1-year-old daughter, he says enough is enough.
Oh, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. We were doing that anyway for other reasons, but after last night, it just kind of confirmed it for us.
Our News 4 Jax crime and safety analyst Gil Smith spent the morning speaking with folks who live on this street. He expects police to keep a close lookout on this area that neighbors say keeps attracting trouble.
I'm sure there are other crimes that are committed here, according to the neighbors. So I'm sure JSO will be keeping an eye on this area for further criminal activity.
On the west side, Allison Henning, Channel 4, the local station.
The confession was both shocking and heartbreaking. Lee had tried to cover up his crime, sending fake messages to Savannah's family and even attempting to mislead the investigation. But the evidence was undeniable.
I got an extra one, but I just small.
Bruce, good morning to you both. Yes, Lee Rodarte, as part of his plea deal, will be sentenced to 40 years in prison today. Now, those who remember and love Savannah Gold say she was a loving, sweet, and giving person. We expect to hear much more during victim impact statements today.
Additionally, the crime left a lasting impact on the local community, which was shaken by the brutality of the act and the subsequent attempts to cover it up. The case serves as a grim reminder of the dangers of domestic and workplace violence and the need for vigilance in recognizing and addressing potentially abusive situations.
But eventually, he led police to where she was found.
And this is a first-degree felony. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
But Rodarte didn't plead guilty without first trying to claim self-defense.
The good news for the family is that this avoids a trial where witnesses would have to testify, perhaps even some of those family members. And there is always a chance at trial that he could go free. And by entering a plea of guilty, he's pretty much guaranteeing that he's going to be convicted.
Okay, so we have previously taken, and the court has accepted Mr. Rodarte's plea of guilty. In connection with that plea of guilty, there was a negotiated sentence, and that negotiated sentence was an adjudication of guilty on count 1 of the information filed against Mr. Rodarte, which is the count for second-degree murder. That involved a sentence of 40 years in prison with credit for time served since August 5th, 2017. In connection therewith, the state had agreed to drop counts 2 and 3 with the imposition of court costs and public defender's fee, and we had a waiver of the pre-sentence investigation.
Today's not a happy day for us.
In the aftermath, Lee Rodarte was sentenced to 40 years in prison after pleading guilty to second-degree murder. While justice was served, it cannot undo the pain and loss experienced by those who knew and loved Savannah Gold. The story remains a heartbreaking example of the consequences of violence and the enduring impact of such a tragic loss. In remembering Savannah and the countless others who have suffered from violence, let us commit to fostering a culture of empathy, kindness, and vigilance. Let's be aware of the signs of abuse and not hesitate to act when we see someone in danger. Together, we can create a safer world where tragedies like